Hello friends, welcome to Sanjeevani College of Engineering, Kopargaon, District, Ahmednagar. I am Dr. Madhukar Jadhav, Professor, Department of Civil Engineering. We, the Department of Civil Engineering, offering online distance learning course. The name of the course is Certificate Course on Site Surveying Techniques. The content of this course is prepared by Dr. Madhukar Jadhav, Professor Sachin Gunjal and Professor Santosh Navle. The course layout is as: first one, Introduction to Surveying and Leveling; second, Important Terms Used in Surveying; third one, Concept of Scale, RF, Difference between Plan and Map; fourth one, Compass Surveying. In that introduction, median, reduced bearing, whole circle bearing, measurement procedure and local attraction. Fifth one, plane table survey, which includes introduction, accessories, orientation, methods of plane table surveying. Sixth one, leveling, which includes introduction, terminology, study and use of dumpy level, reduction of levels and type of leveling. Seventh one, theodolite surveying, which includes study and use of theodolite, applications of theodolite. Next one, modern surveying, which includes digital level, 1 second theodolite, EDM, total station, GPS, GLM 150 distance measuring unit, and finally there will be an online examination to get the certificate of this course. Next one, objective. The objective of this course is to provide basics of surveying and leveling using various instruments. The course starts with Introduction to Surveying, followed by Important Terms in Surveying and Leveling, Classification, Introduction to different instruments and their working. This course will cover all the major topics in surveying and leveling and their practical applications in field. Outcome: after completing the course, students will be able to use surveying and leveling instruments, as well as they can prepare map and plan and line out for various civil engineering projects. So this is about the course content and objective and outcome. In this lecture, I am going to discuss regarding Introduction to Surveying, Objective of Surveying, Uses of Surveying and Principle of Surveying. So starting with introduction, definition of surveying. Surveying is the art of determining the relative positions of different objects on the surface of earth by measuring horizontal distances between them and by preparing a map to any suitable scale. Thus, in surveying, measurements are taken in horizontal plane only. Next, definition of leveling. Leveling is the art of determining the relative vertical distances of different points on the surface of earth. Therefore, in leveling, the measurements are taken only in vertical plane. So, in short, survey is concerned with the measurements in horizontal plane, while leveling is concerned with the distance measurements in vertical plane. Next one, object of surveying. The main object of surveying is to prepare a map or plan to show the relative positions of objects on the surface of earth. The map is drawn to some suitable scale. It shows the natural features of a country, such as towns, villages, rivers, hills, valleys, forest, etc. Map may also include details of different engineering works such as roadways, railways, irrigation canals, dams, etc. Next, uses of surveying. First use, to prepare a topographical map which shows the hills, valleys, rivers, villages, towns, forests of a particular area or country. Second use, to prepare a cadastral map showing the boundaries of fields, houses and other properties in that area. Third use, to prepare an engineering map showing details of engineering works such as roadways, railways, reservoir, irrigation canals, etc. Next use is to prepare a military map showing the roads and railways communication with the different parts of a country. Such a map also shows the different strategic points important for the defense of a country. To prepare a contour map to determine the capacity of reservoir and to find the best possible route for roadway and railway is another application of surveying. Next one, to prepare geological map showing the areas including underground resources which are exist in a particular area. And the last application is to prepare an archaeological map including places where ancient monuments are exist. So this is all about the different uses of surveying. Next one, principles of surveying. There are two principles of surveying. First one, to work from whole to the part, and second one, to locate a new station by at least two measurements from fixed reference points. So we will discuss this one by one. So first principle, according to this principle, the whole area is enclosed by main stations and main survey lines. This area is then divided into number of parts by forming well conditioned triangles. A nearly equilateral triangle is considered to be well conditioned triangle. The main survey lines are measured very accurately with the standard surveying instruments, maybe chain, tape or the modern instruments which are available. Then the sides of the triangles are measured. The purpose of this process is to prevent accumulation of error. During this procedure, if there is any error in the measurements of sides of a triangle, then it will not affect the whole survey work. The error can always be detected and eliminated. But if we start from part to the whole, then whatever the minor error in the measurements will occur, it will get magnified in the process of expansion, and a stage will reach when this error will become absolutely uncontrollable, and that's why we have to always start from whole to the part. Next, second principle, according to this principle, the new stations should always be fixed by at least two measurements, linear or angular, from a fixed reference point. Linear measurements refers to horizontal distances measured by different instruments, while angular measurements refers to measurement of magnetic bearing or horizontal angles taken by prismatic compass or theodolite, or maybe with the help of total station. So one example is, if we know the distance PR and PQ, intersection of these two distances, we will get the position of a new station R. Another example, if one angle is known and one linear measurement is known, we can fix up the position of R. In a similar fashion, if the two angular measurements are known, we can fix up the position of new station R. So this is all about the introductory part of the surveying, different uses of surveying, principles of surveying. So this is enough in this lecture. Thank you.